All right, gang, for our banded or cable sit back adductor stretch with rotations, we're gonna set up with band or cable, low attachment point. I tend to like cable for these better, but band's just fine. I didn't feel like bringing my cable machine down. I'm lazy, sorry. Okay, so from here we're gonna set up, if you stretch out the cable or the band, okay, in line with your attachment point, bring your knees basically right behind that position, okay, of the band or the cable. You're gonna take your inside hand, basically like a tabletop position to start, or bring your hand kind of at least in front of the band. And then from here, you're gonna kick out the furthest leg. Find neutral with your pelvis over top of your, with your thorax over top of your pelvis. So I like to do a couple of cat camels. And when you find your end range, just kind of find neutral there. And that'll be a good stack of thorax on top of pelvis. From here, you're gonna sit back, and you should feel a good stretch on the inside of the upper groin here, okay? And then from here, what we're gonna do is let the cable or the band win, and it's gonna pull us into some rotation. Stay active with this shoulder, okay? Don't sink down into it. Keep pushing yourself away from the ground throughout the course of the exercise. Get a good rotation, and from here, what you're gonna do is basically pull the band. You're gonna start to rotate, and you're gonna pull the band up to like your chest. Once it gets to your chest, kind of just glue it to your chest, and then finish off the rotation with your torso, and try to look up to the ceiling if you can, and then back down nice and slow. Good rotation, let the band win, pull it in, match your breath, stay active with that left shoulder, keep pushing yourself away from the ground. Okay, one thing I want you to be mindful of, again, we're always trying to keep a good stack of thorax on top of pelvis. So if I'm in this position here, okay, and I'm going into rotation, you want to make sure you keep that good stack of thorax and pelvis. Don't let your basically your chest kind of shoot up and your tailbone kind of sit back to create a little bit of a kind of a ski slope here. Okay, so we want to try to avoid this extension and instead just maintain that good kind of stack there. It'll be difficult to do that. So I always kind of recommend everybody to kind of check in every second or third rep just to make sure you're nailing that good stack and not going into extension. Okay, hopefully you did see that. Guys, that is your banded sit back adductor stretch with a rotation.